What is going on, YouTube? Thank you for joining me here today. I've missed y'all this week, missed vlogging and y'all leaving comments and me responding to them and all that. We've had a couple videos out this week of Ben doing stuff, which was stuff we wanted to get put out there. I hope you checked out him taking our little giant styrofoam incubator and converting it to a digital model. That's a really inexpensive way to have a nice digital incubator. That's really all we've ever had, is the little styrofoam incubators. We've looked at the cabinet style and we'd love to have one, but they're just out of our price range if we're not gonna like hatch chicks and sell them and things like that. It's just not practical for us to spend that much money just to hatch us a few chicks here and there. So check that out. That's a really inexpensive way you can get one too. I had a plan today. I was gonna take y'all around the farm and give you updates on all the lambs and piglets and everything and just vlog outside today. But it's a beautiful day. It's like in the 60s, but it is so incredibly windy. And I've told y'all that before. It can just be a slight breeze stirring other places and it feels like you're in a hurricane here. Which come summertime when it's 100 degrees, we almost always have a breeze blowing. So I'm not complaining, but it's just entirely too windy. Y'all would not be able to hear me. I guess it's just the layout of the land here, and there's a wide open huge field across from us that I guess the wind just really gets to whipping here. It's crazy. Everybody that comes over is like, man, it's windy here, and it's not even windy anywhere else. So no vlogging outside. I'm gonna try to do that Friday and take y'all around and show you everything, and that'll probably be a Saturday morning maybe possibly Friday morning. Not sure how everything's gonna line up yet. We have a pretty hilarious video coming one of the days this week. One is gonna be Friday morning, one's gonna be Saturday morning. So I'll either vlog one of those days, and we've been challenged to a dance off. That's right, a dance off. And I can't dance. I've never even tried or really liked to dance, but the kids like to dance. So stay tuned for that. It's liable to be pretty hilarious. So since we're inside today, I thought I would just kind of show you some stuff that you sweet viewers have been sending us. Some of it's just been in the last couple days. Thank you so much for everyone who's sent us stuff from our Amazon wish list. We've gotten a notification there's a couple more things on the way. Thank y'all so much. We don't expect anything from you. There's been things in our P.O. box. Y'all are just awesome. That just blesses us. We've not received a ton of mail, so every time we do, it's a huge deal to us. Like, we all, on the way to the post office, it's like, who can think to ask first if they get to check it? Whoever thinks first is like, can I check it? And that's who gets to check it that day. It's like a huge deal to take that key in there and check the P.O. box. And if there's something in it, it's fun. The P.O. boxes are tiny, like they hold letters. So twice now we've gotten a key, which means you got something that wouldn't fit in that tiny little box and it's in a bigger box. So you have to take that key and go open the big box and leave that key in there for the post office and take your package. And if you get a key, which has happened twice, once to me, once to Lane, it's an enormous deal. And like, you stand at the window and dangle the key at everyone else sitting in the car, it's a pretty big deal. So what I wanted to do today is kind of show y'all some of the stuff we have received. And I hope I don't miss anything. If I did, leave a comment below if you sent something that I haven't shown on any videos before, and I will try to do that. So, because I don't want to miss anyone. All right, the first thing I want to show you is this book. I love books. I've told y'all that before. I have not read this book yet, but I really plan to. And Mama Bear, thank you for sending me this. It is called Courageous Faith, and I just really appreciate her sending me this. I'm gonna read it and then I'll tell you about it, and she told me to pass it on to someone else, so that's what I plan to do with that. And then, not long after that, over at Runyon Life, Jenna sent me these wax melts, and I'm gonna link these channels. If these people have a channel, I will link them down below. She makes these wax melts. She also sent me a warmer for these, which I showed you in a previous video. These smell amazing. This one is called Butt Naked, and I am telling you, my kids laughed until they cried when they saw what this was called. This one is pomegranate. They smell awesome, and I think she sells these, but don't quote me on that, but I'm gonna link her channel and then you can go find out from there. But these are so cute. She made these in the shape of hearts. I cannot even describe to you how wonderful these smell. And she makes them herself. I thought that was really cool. Then, just this past weekend, Sally Beard sent us a cool package thanking us for the seeds, which we don't expect any thanks for the seeds, but a lot of you have thanked us on YouTube and Instagram and all kinds of places. So thank you for thanking us, because that just makes our day when you say, I got them, thank you, I can't wait to grow these things. And those of you who got books have told us you're reading the books, and I hope you're just enjoying all the stuff we sent out. So Sally sent us, I love coffee, but I love tea as well. I love it. So she sent me, she could not have picked a better thing to send me. This is Spice Chai tea, a whole box from Trader Joe's. I've already tried some today and it was really good. And then she sent me this assorted variety of teas. There's white pomegranate, there's a lemon. I like these, I call them Tazo, I don't know, but she had cool flavors different from what I can get at my store. So she sent me glazed lemon loaf, vanilla bean macaroon, and some orange tea. So I'm pumped to try all of those. She sent me a keto cookbook. I thought that was really cool. And then a sweet, sweet, sweet lady named Margie Guy, which we love them, and you probably see them commenting on some of the homestead channels. They're very sweet and very supportive. She sent us this, I just got it today, and Margie, Ben is not home yet to see this, but she sent this. She actually is sending something else that I'll show you in a later video as a surprise for Ben. It's something he mentioned on the live chat the other night, and she's just so sweet. She went online and ordered it. And she also ordered us some Pop Rivets off our Amazon wish list. But this I am pumped about. It is lemongrass. So I cannot wait to grow this stuff. I've grown it before, but then I let it die over the winter. I don't know if it just, I don't know. Does lemongrass grow all winter? Y'all let me know down in the comments. I'm not sure. And the last thing I want to show y'all today is not something that was sent to me, but it's something I bought, and it's gonna be some videos coming up. So let me grab it and I'll show you. All right, so the last thing I wanna share with y'all today is this big box. It just came today. So I'm gonna cut it open and show y'all what's inside. All right, so this, and Ben did know I was doing this. We talked about it. I actually had larger packages than what's in this box in my shopping cart online, and we talked about it. He was like, let's start a little smaller than what you're thinking, just to see where this ends up. So I trimmed back this order, actually cut it like in half on sizes of packages, but this box is full of herbs. It's crazy. I am going to just tell y'all some of the stuff that is in this package, and then I'm going to share with you what I plan to do with all this stuff. So this is chamomile. I love, 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 love chamomile tea at night. It's like a sedative almost, to where it just makes you feel like you're ready for bed, like you're relaxed. I just sleep really good when I drink a cup of chamomile tea. So I got chamomile. This is rose petals, and this actually has some rose buds in it too. I'm just gonna quickly go through what all I ordered. Slippery elm bark, lemongrass, which you saw. Maybe I'll have my own next year. Spearmint leaf, bone set herb. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing these. Licorice root, orange peel granules, thyme leaf, which again, I plan to grow my own. Anise seed, I've grown that before, so I know I can do that. Mullein, I'm really excited about that. Passion flower, yarrow flower, or yarrow, however you want to say it, which I think I can grow a lot of this myself. Plantain leaf, usnea, which I want to start foraging, but I need to find somewhere to get a few tips on what I'm foraging for. I don't want to just go start foraging not knowing what I'm doing and make my family sick. And I know there's a lot of y'all that feel that way too. I know a lot of you are like, just go do it, but I'm not confident enough to do that. There's a place an hour north of here called the Ozark Folk Center, which I plan to go maybe take an herb class. But I got chickweed, Chinese 5 spice, just because I wanted to. Peppermint leaf, marshmallow root. Just a couple more and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with it. Horehound, wild cherry bark, and eucalyptus leaf. That's the last one. So, what do I plan to do with all this? Well, first off, let me tell you, I've got a really cool book on the way. Someone is sending me a free book, which you are going to know her. When I get the book, I'm going to share it with you when I have it in hand to show you. But it's a really cool herb book. It's about herbal concoctions as well as growing your own herbs and how to just get into healing with herbs. I'm really looking forward to that, so I'm going to share that with y'all as soon as it comes. I've just been doing a lot of research on herbs myself, and I'm really interested. I'm already into essential oils, so I'm just really interested in using herbs to complement the essential oils and just to help with common ailments we have. So I'm going to name off some of the things that I'm going to do with these herbs, teas and salves and things like that, and see if maybe there are things that y'all deal with too. So I'm going to be making, just to start off with, now with doing herbs, a lot of people will do teas, salves, herbal oils, putting herbs in capsules, tinctures, all those kinds of things. I feel like for me as a beginner, and if you're wanting to get into herbs too, teas are a good way to go because it's literally just mixing up herbs. Especially if you have a recipe, you can do it yourself. You can learn about the different categories of herbs, I guess you'd say, and what percentage of this and this and this one out of this category, one out of this, one out of this, depending on what you're wanting to treat. But I'm not there yet. So I'm using recipes. So I am going to be making one tea blend for a head cold and one for a chest cold. Because let's face it, we all get colds throughout the winter. And I just want to have those on hand. I also got the supplies to make an herbal inhalation. That's where you put certain types of herbs in boiling water and let them kind of steep in there, and then you breathe that in. I've done somewhat of a version of that with essential oils, but I wanted to try it with the herbs because it seems like Ben deals with a lot of sinus infections, and so I want to have that on hand for him. I tried to just, here at the beginning, not just go nuts and buy things that we don't deal with. Like, for instance, if no one around here ever got a sinus infection, I probably wouldn't have bought that stuff. But we do, so I did. Also, the chickweed and like the marshmallow root and some of those things I got because I'm going to make an eczema wash. Because I told you, and we have told you before, that Ben has eczema. It's a lot better. We've spent all these years, looking into where is this coming from, and we've narrowed down a lot of things to help it get a lot better. But eczema is not something for him that has gone completely away. So when he does have a little trouble spot, I'm gonna mix him up this herbal eczema wash and see how that works. One other thing that sometimes Ben will have is acid reflux. And so I'm going to make a tea blend for acid reflux. And I know I've talked a lot about Ben's problems, I guess you'd say. Let's talk about me. I'm making a blend called Nervous Nelly tea because I tend to, I've told y'all that before, I make lists and I'll just drive myself into the ground trying to get everything done. And if it's on the list, by golly, I've got to do it because it's on the list. And sometimes I just need to chill just a tad and just say, that didn't get done, oh well. So I'm making a blend of herbs. Let me read you some of the ones that are in it. Skullcap, passion flower, chamomile flowers, rose petals. There's some other things in it too, but you can drink that several cups a day. And so I'm gonna make that blend and see if that really does help. And the last couple of things I'm gonna make just here to start with is a throat soother. You actually mix these herbs together like with some honey and you actually eat it. kind of like just a little soft ball of candy or something. I'm not saying the herbs are going to taste like candy, but it's supposed to soothe the sore throat. And then I'm also making an herbal cough syrup. So those are the things I'm going to start with. And if it goes well, I plan to offer some of these for sale, probably at the meetup to begin with, the Shindig in April. I will probably have some of these mixed up and ready to sell. For one, I've got to figure out how much money do I have in these so that I can know, how much I need to get back just to pay for the herbs. If it goes well and there's a response to it at the meetup, some of the things I learn on herbs and I start blending, maybe I'll offer some for sale on here and I could mail them out to y'all. I'm just going to see how it goes, but I wanted to share that with y'all. That's something I'm really enjoying learning about right now. And I'm going to try, like I said, to do some foraging this summer. Maybe I can find me a mentor. So anyway, hope this wasn't too boring. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me. And I promise you I will get outside and show you the farm and show you the animals as soon as this wind dies down a little bit. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow, and God bless.